Hello, people of St Peter's Parish and beyond, and welcome to Thought for the Day. My name's Steph and I want to share with you today a couple of verses from the beginning of chapter 55 of the book of Isaiah. Come, all you who are thirsty, come to the waters, and you who have no money, come, buy and eat. Come, buy wine and milk without money and without cost. Why spend money on what is not bread, and your labour on what does not satisfy? Listen to me and eat what is good, and your soul will delight in the richest of fare. I remember being really excited to come across these verses as a Christian teenager, where living in a world where believing in God made you a little bit weird, even actually amongst the other people that I went to the church youth group with. So it was lovely finding these verses that spoke with such excitement and an open invitation of the faith in God that I had found, because they undermine two sort of misconceptions that were in the world then and I think are even stronger today. The first is that faith in God is something that most people don't want and don't need. Sometimes it feels like when I talk about my faith in God, it's a bit like telling them about my avocado slicer. You may never have seen one of these before, but it really makes it a lot easier for me to slice an avocado neatly. But then a lot of people don't like avocados, and most of those that do manage to slice them perfectly neatly with a knife and see no need for an avocado slicer. And like my avocado slicer, often it feels like faith in God is something that other people don't want and don't need. It's nice for me, but basically unnecessary. But here in these verses, we see that faith in God is not unnecessary at all. It's talking about the very fundamental things of life, the water and the bread and the milk, but not just those fundamental necessities. It's the things that bring joy and delight to life as well, the wine, and it talks about the richest of fare that brings delight. What God offers will sustain us at the deepest level, but it also brings a depth and richness to life that it's hard to live without once you've tasted it. The second misconception is that you have to do a lot of things to earn these gifts. But no, what also runs through these verses is it's all free. The invitation is for everyone who is thirsty, and the invitation is to come and buy without money and without cost. It's tempting to run around trying to satisfy our deepest needs, to be loved, to have a sense of our own significance and purpose. I need to belong, I need to have peace of mind, I need for hope in the face of an uncertain future. When these are the bread and the water, the wine and the rich foods that can be found in God. So many of the things we run after and spend a lot of money and time trying to get turn out to be more like just sweets, enjoyable at the time, but not really nutritious or satisfying. The third thing I really like about these verses is that God is not sitting on high in some remote place waiting for us to come and prove that we deserve these good things he has to offer. No, he's out on the streets issuing that invitation to anyone who will listen, without money and without price. So the challenge for me and for us today here is, will I take a moment to accept God's offer, to sit down with him and delight in the richest of fare? That's an offer for all of us, whatever our background or history with God or without him. And if you'd like to know more about how to take it up, if you're not sure how, then do contact St Peter's Church or use the comments below to contact me. The second challenge, though, as someone who has tasted these good things, is, will I be God's voice to extend his invitation to the people I meet today? Have a good day, everyone, and enjoy delighting in the richest of fare.